But never, like, until Swamiji told that this whole your one life concept. See, the same science goes and discovers universe, everything, and that same science talks about one life concept, right? Like, there's no rebirth concepts, at least as far as I know, in science, which is established all of that. So now we never know how practically we can apply those sciences of what we are learning, what we are seeing about the stars, galaxy. How, what is it? How does that make a difference in our life, in our day-to-day life?
So now, what do you think as like how it makes a difference in our life? So just a moment before you answer, all the viewers who are watching, I really request all of you also to join. I know so many of you, even in Nithyananda TV, we have so many people who are watching on YouTube, Facebook, multiple social media platforms. All those of you who are watching us right now, take a moment and go and tweet your understanding, the click that you are having. Just go and tweet your understanding, the click that you're having. And what is it that you got? Like when Swamiji is speaking about it yesterday, because especially yesterday, Satsang, Swamiji told all of us to meditate on Lingotbhava. How many of you meditated? What is it that you have understood? What is it that you, when Swamiji is telling meditate, what did you meditate it as? See, we are sharing one dimension of it. You will be sharing a totally different dimension of it. So I really, first, I'm curious and would love to hear from each one of you. Just go to Twitter now. Use these hashtags. You can use any one of these or all of these. Hashtag Kailasa Woods, hashtag Veg on Knowledge, and hashtag Nithyananda. Or you can just use the word, use the hashtag Kailasa Woods, and go to Twitter and tweet. Tweet your click, tweet your understanding, questions. Understand, you can ask your questions and it may get answered directly by Swamiji. So I'm sure all of us would love that. Just go to Twitter now and tweet. So how are you saying, like right now, you were just sharing about how right now you think that this knowledge of this galaxy or stars or the whole universe, it can be practically applicable. It's practically applicable. How do you see it? How do
Yeah.
you
See,
apply it practically? Like, can you give an example?
yes. See, one, of course, Swamiji is still giving us all the signs. The first thing that he has told about is this one life concept. This concept, because of this concept of one life, this was a click that I had. Because of this concept of one life, thinking, oh, this one, I'm going to live only for 60 years. I need to grab everything as much as possible in the 60 years. Then I don't know, because I will only live now. I'm only going to live for the next 60 years. Now, that is why anything that we see, we only try using it for our temporary benefits, and because of that, so much of violence and suffering happens, and so many people fall into that deep need of wanting to grab, steal, and covet. So I feel just by understanding this, all that basic, even the normal in our day-to-day, in your day-to-day life, if let's say I'm feeling, many people feel, okay, now I feel that someone else, I feel very insecure about my relationship with someone, or I feel I'm going to lose someone. Now, if I know I'm going to exist eternally, and I will never stop existing, and I can, there is nothing can be lost or added to me. This is just one event or one happening in my life.
See, when you're talking especially about, let's say, let's take this thing where you're telling about um, losing someone's relationship and our possibility of how we are existing eternally. When you're losing someone's relationship, isn't it hurting at that time? Because see, we are whenever you be happy in your life, that is what is the basic thing needed. You have to be
See,
happy in your life. Now, if you're going to, how does thinking that we are going to exist eternally actually making us be complete with our relationships? How is it like you are feeling insecure that you're going to lose someone's relationship? You having multiple lives, how is this connecting?
see, one thing. If this, if you all of us, if you all understand, when Swamiji was talking about this, understanding you exist eternally, one, I understood, of course, relationships getting hurt. It is true. If people go through, and I'm not telling no, But what I am telling is the way you cognize the decisions that you make out of that pain or suffering, that will completely be different. Because many of the times we feel, oh, I have a legitimate reason to go commit suicide, and I so many people, they destroy their life because of that one incident or that one situation. They go get into addiction, they get into all of that because of that one incident. Now I'm not trying to tell whether that, oh, by understanding you exist eternally you will not get hurt by it. No, I don't. I still have not cognized that, but I know that by understanding you are eternal, you will not harm yourself. Let's when you are a child and when you are having your favorite Barbie doll. Okay, let's say someone takes it away from you. You will feel, oh my god. At that moment, you will feel, oh my god, my whole life is lost. But just for that, if you go and die, it's stupidity. If you commit suicide for that, but at that level, in that maturity, that's what we will think as life, and that's what we will think as how can someone take away this Barbie doll from, it will feel legitimate. Now, if you grow up a little bit when you're going to school, if someone scolds you, or if someone let's say you think that it is your one of your friend is very close to you, and that friend is also another just a child, and he just tells you something whatever he learned from wherever, he just tells you, and you get so offended, and just for that, will you decide to go give up life? No, that is again at that maturity, that's what you understood. Now, like that, when you cognize that you live eternally, you will understand that you are operating in life with certain maturity at this point of time. But because of that, you will not destroy your whole life.
Actually, that's a
I'm not.
beautiful understanding because see, it's like you understand where one thing you're going to exist eternally, and the cognitions that you start getting, it is like life is happening. It's just to mature me. Whatever is happening around me, I don't need to get affected by it. It's actually it'll click in multiple levels. Like you will know whatever is happening to you, it's all happening when you're in that compassionate hug of Swamiji. Because when you know you exist eternally, that means the whole life itself will feel like it is Swamiji who is trying to just make you realize it, chiseling, trying to make you into a Shivalinga. See, when the stone knows, it is just Ganga who's just going to roll and do everything just to make me into Shivalinga and just allowing the free flow. The stone knows whatever is happening, Ganga is not throwing it away. It is only chiseling. She is only chiseling the stone more to make it into a Shivalinga. So the stone just allows it for free, like just completely goes with the flow. Same thing we will also start doing. We will not carry any insecurity with life. We will not be carrying any fears to life. We will know whatever is happening. It's all through different dimensions. Life is just trying to show me what I am, who I am. What is the source of all these? Actually, we like as we are talking about relationships, you all can go to Kailasa's Nithyananda YouTube channel. Just go to the search and search for relationships. You will get amazing tips, powerful cognitions, techniques, methods to excel in your relationship. Just take a few minutes, go to Kailasa's Nithyananda YouTube channel, and as all of you are watching, please go to Twitter, use the hashtag Kailasa Votes, hashtag Nithyananda, and tweet your understandings, your clicks. Use the hashtag Kailasa Votes, and tweet what are you understanding. Surely, as we are discussing, I'm sure each of you are having your own understandings. You might be having your opinions, questions, or you might just be telling, yes, I to feel the same thing. Just go to Twitter right now and share. Let's have a Vakyata to this. And as you also become a part of the discussion, we will also be asking questions to you. If you don't mind, you could even answer our questions. And so all of us can excel in this together.
And this is a complete open discussion. This is not just the two of us. Each of you that want to join in are welcomed. So you all can go to Twitter, tweet whatever you want to tell, what questions, understandings, ideas, clicks, anything. You all can tweet it with hashtag Kailasa Woods, hashtag Nithyananda. So, and hashtag Vichar Knowledge. You all can tweet it with that, and we will be picking up your questions in the now in
Oh,
this
okay. So
satsang
I
hosting.
think Madhivyananda has tweeted. Sorry, Madhivyananda. I just saw your tweet. I just got your tweet now. She has used the word hashtag Nithyananda. I cognize time as an endless canvas where all possibilities exist, and what we experience is determined by our beliefs, thoughts, actions. Is this right? Sorry, I'm reading it again. I cognize time as an endless canvas where all the possibilities exist, and what we experience is determined by our beliefs, thoughts, and actions. Is this right? If so, everything has been, is being, and will be done. Is this dynamic? So all lives always affect the others? Wow. Wow. I I love this question actually. Like, you understood what she asked.
Yeah.
So basically she's telling that the whole her cognition what she's sharing is that time is like life is like an endless, like time is like an endless canvas. All the possibilities exist in it. It's just our thoughts, our actions, and I think one other thing, our beliefs, thoughts, and actions is what is determining it. Not just one thing. See, it's the cognition more than our actions, more than anything. The cognitions that we carry, the depth which is there inside us. See, there's length, breadth, depth. Your depth, which are the cognitions inside you, what you cognize, not just what you see. Intellectually, there are many things you'll understand, but there are certain things which are cognition inside you. Those cognitions are the ones that manifest into reality. The permutation combination, when you're in your cognition, in your core, if it is very clearly visualized and that cognition is clear, then things will just manifest into reality. And the second part of your question says, if so, everything has been, is being, and will be done. Is this dynamic? So all lives always affect the others. All aspirations become reality. Anything you have aspired for, understand, even right now, even this situation, whatever is happening to you in your life, is something that you have aspired for. Let's say you are being you're in a very difficult situation, you're in a very problematic situation, you're not able to solve it, understand, know it, you have aspired for it. That is why it's happening. When you understand it, you will realize there's nothing that you need to be upset about it. Probably you might have just visualized it as, maybe I'll just give you an example. When someone is facing some challenging situation and you see it, you will feel like, if I am in that situation, I would handle it this way. So that thought itself is enough. At one point or other, it will become a reality in your life. Swamiji says, no, in Asia Upanishad Satsang, that it's your intensity, the way how intensely you visualize that aspiration and how much that aspiration you quickly complete it, you will go, the next aspiration will become a reality. It's like it's all queued up. Whichever aspiration is more intense, that becomes a reality. But all aspirations has to get fulfilled.
And also, Ma Divyananda, answering your question, I feel at a certain level, see, what we all understand as each of us affect each other. That is one level only I feel that we all have the understanding where we feel, oh, I tell a word or I tell something bad about her, then she'll get affected. Or I do something bad, I do something good, then others get affected. But more than all of that, Swamiji was saying one thing in the satsang where he told, because each of us, Paramashiva, anything that rotates itself is consciousness. It is Paramashiva. Because ultimately, even in Mahakailasa, Paramashiva is constantly just whirling, just rotating. And Swamiji told, being
Swayam
centered,
Pradarshana.
yes, he is continuously doing the Swayam Pradarshana, self circumambulation. So, even anyone who is able to whirl and still be centered on themselves is Paramashiva. Now, if you
I
see
think
at that
Swamiji
level,
said being centered on the Maha Kailasa, like on consciousness.
unconsciousness,
Yes,
yes,
consciousness.
themselves meaning the consciousness. So, now for all of us, at certain level, we're all connected in that same consciousness level. So, even if I have a stomach pain, if I heal my stomach pain, the hole in ozone layer will get healed.
Yeah, that's actually like.
Swamiji had exactly
Remember
told
that
like
is
this.
that. Do you remember on? I think it was World Environment Day when all of us sat and chanted Mahavakya, and we had actually manifested the power. Like, I think which I think in the LA, in California, fires were there, or Australian fires. I think in 2018, we all had sat together, a few of us, and we manifested this power where when in Australia fires were there, and by chanting Mahavakya and manifesting it as a power, we had actually healed the whole fires, and in many places it had actually started raining.
Actually, this happened where in 108 places simultaneously, just by chanting the Mahavakya and manifesting powers, in more than 108 places, it rained.
The rain actually happened, like clearly it rained. So that's actually a beautiful understanding itself, because when we shift inside, really outside also shift, outside also changes.
At certain level, at certain level, for all of us, we are all subtly, there is a subtle connection. So, let alone telling your words affect, but every moment of you, there's a beautiful story that I remember that Swamiji had shared. I just wanted to share it. That Swamiji told one day, Swami Vivekananda was lying down, okay? And suddenly he got up and he was suffering with lots of pain on his shoulder, in his right hand. And all disciples are like, what happened? And he's unable to bear. Swami Vivekananda is saying he's unable to bear, he's unable to tolerate the pain. Then all disciples are running helter skelter, trying to see what is the issue. That time they ask, what should we do? Then he says, no, don't attend here. I think there is a problem in this side, which direction. So if his right hand was having the pain, he told, go look at the right direction of wherever they were at that point of time. So he told to look at the eastern direction of that place. Then the disciples found out that there's a severe flood and a disaster there. And they went and they all did the volunteering and attended to it. And then the pain got healed. Swamiji told, for incarnations, their level of sensitivity is like completely different. But all of us as human beings, somewhere there is some war happening that will not affect us. No, it does affect us at subtle level. Everybody's thoughts, everybody's actions, it's all interconnected.
Actually,
But it's all unique.
That is why we all need to take that whole thing about enriching. Is mainly because all of us have a connection. Samji says beautifully. You can never be a good daughter until your mother accepts it, right? When will you be? When will the daughter dimension in you get fulfilled? When your parents feel fulfilled of you as a daughter. When will you become a good wife? When your husband feels that you are a good wife. To your husband, if you become a good wife, then you're a good wife. To your friend, you become a close friend, then you are a close friend. You're a best friend. Every dimension, like for example, my sister dimension will get fulfilled if she's feeling fulfilled of me as a sister. So, in each dimension, we will get fulfilled itself only when only when we start enriching and completing, and that person related to that dimension gets fulfilled, right? We always live with people. So what we cognize at least is the set of people that we are living around with. At least with them, if we start enriching these subtle level connections that we have with the whole universe, even those dimensions will start getting completed.
Actually, ma, I feel only when we all now our insensitivity. When we all say insensitivity, no, we have a very, very, very I should say, a very diluted understanding of it. The real sensitivity, or sensitivity is a too small word, or I should say, it is too much digress nowadays. So, what what is the real experience of oneness that will happen to us? It is not just saying, "Oh, I am one, you are one with me." No, you will really feel it that there is no difference between you and the world outside of you. But that level, till we reach that level, one idea or understanding that we all need to have is that we all are connected. Every thought, every words, we are all connected. We are all made of the same substance, which is consciousness, which is alive, active intelligence by itself. And that substance is what connects all of us.
I think now this has shared Nithyananda Maya. So he has used a hashtag Kailasavots and hashtag Nithyananda and shared. If you feel yourself as your will, you have a certain strategy. If you feel yourself as a political power or the land you have or your relationship, same thing. Introduction to vastness of what exists, of your existence, the life really becomes a Leela. That's
Wow,
such
that's
a
so
beautiful
beautiful.
understanding, a beautiful click that you have shared. That's so true. Like what I'm understanding for what he says. See, what is mine makes the I. For example, what when we say I am beautiful, why do we say that? We feel that body that we exist in is ours. So the mind builds our I. When I feel okay, so this is mine, this wealth, all these things are mine, then I am feeling wealthy because my I is built based on what is mine. So each thing that you are associating with, be it your relationships, be it so like you have a lot of relationships, you feel inside you, I love people, people love me. Or you don't have any relations, nobody likes me. So it's all that mind which makes the I. Now when that mind is getting expanded, when you cognize the existence of you in multiple dimensions, when you start cognizing the vastness of existence, your I, the very understanding that you have about you expands. So that's a very beautiful understanding that you have shared, Aya. And that's so nice. Like, I just wanted to tell all of you, each of you interacting like this, just using the hashtags on Twitter, using the hashtags, hashtag um, Nithyananda, hashtag Kailasa votes, or hashtag veg or non-veg. And all of you tweeting and sharing your clicks, your understandings is something really beautiful. Because when you start sharing your understanding, sharing your clicks, it takes even our cognitions deeper. And when all of us together are doing this Vakyat, Paramashiva lands intensely. So that's something very sweet. Ma Divyananda has tweeted, hashtag Nityananda in response to Ma Nityananda's answer. Yes, Ma, there is no inside and outside really because consciousness is beyond space. But from our embodied perspective, the cosmos exists both outside and inside our body.
Yes, that's absolutely true, Ma. And Swamiji has spoken a lot about all of these in the Isavasya Upanishad satsangs. And I'm sure if you listen to it, you'll get more clicks because this one thing about connected to each other, that is a huge click that I had. And when you asked the question, it just took me back to that. And I was like, oh my God, yes, we're all connected. And that means if there is a fire happening in California and I'm sitting somewhere in New Zealand, which is completely across the globe, that but still somewhere it is affected, we do not cognize it because of the delusions that we continuously put ourselves into. So that is a that's a click and that's an understanding that I had. So Ma Divyananda, thank you for
I
your
think now it's time that we enter into the most awaited segment where all of us are excitedly waiting, which is, yes, you're right, you had the darshan of Swamiji, the avatar, and so beautiful, especially today that Ditsaya and Madhivyananda, that both of you have participated. You will see now, see both of you regularly who tweet and respond. Just this, what you are doing as an interaction and cognizing it, taking time to cognize, and now preparing your inner space, this helps you in the best way to receive the truths, to receive Swamiji. So that's beautiful. Thank you so much for participating. Tomorrow we are going to be having like a game, and I'm going to be sharing more details tomorrow. Make sure you don't miss it. Our segment starts at 7 p.m. Indian Standard Time. So you all can tune in to Nithyananda TV and you all can listen to it. So now let's enter into meditation and prepare ourselves to receive Swamiji, to have the live darshan of Swamiji. Please sit with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Close your eyes. Breathe in and breathe out deeply and slowly. Start chanting the Mahavakya. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Continue to chant.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasadashiva. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.